Good morning, students. Today we will start with more questions of exercise 5C. That is, different type of questions we will try to do so that you will be able to do the exercise completely. Now, exercise 5C, I am doing question number 8. Now, in this question, you are required to find the value of sine 15 degree using half angle formula. Now, we already know half angle formula. We know half angle formula as what is the formula? Sine of A is equals to plus minus under root 1 minus cos 2a upon 2. This is the formula. Now in place of a you can write 15. If I write 15 here, I am getting plus minus 1 minus cos 30 upon 2. Now you know the value of 30 degree, so it will be plus minus 1 minus root 3 by 2 upon 2. And now try to simplify this. How much you get? Plus minus 2 and 2 will become 4 and 2 minus root 3. The whole thing under root. So you can write it half. Of course plus minus will be there. Under root 2 minus root 3 will be your final answer. I hope it is clear. Hence, this is how you can make use of half angle formula for writing any angle or any T ratios. Now we will do the second part also because that is also a good question. Question is sine of 292 degree and a half degree. Now look, if I use the same formula, I'll be getting plus minus, of course, 1 minus cos of 585 degree upon 2. So plus minus 585 upon 2 we are getting. Now we need to know how to find out cos 585. Now cos 585 is cos of 360 degree plus 225 degree, and 360 plus theta is cos theta, so it will be cos 225 degree. Please refer to conversion table, those of you who have still not learned, because without that table you cannot proceed the questions in any exercise. Now cos 225 is cos 180 plus 45 degree, and cos, this is third quadrant, it will be negative, so cos 45 degree. I hope it is clear. So the value becomes minus 1 by root 2. Now we will use this value here in this question, and it will be sine 292 and a half degree could be written as plus minus, I am directly substituting the value, 1 minus 1 by root 2 upon 2. And now simplifying it, plus minus, this will be root 2 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. Now rationalizing it, root 2, numerator and denominator both, you can get plus minus root 2 into 2 will be 4, so 1 by 4, under root it is, so I am writing this outside, and Inside the radical sign, root 2 into root 2 is 2 plus root 2. Hence, this is how you can do the question and get the values of different type of angles. I hope it is very clear to you. Sign convention, of course, is to be followed. So plus minus sign is completing the answer. Now, if angle is lying according to the quadrant first, second, third, fourth, you have to keep in mind which sign is to be put. I have written plus and minus both because accordingly you can get the answer. Children, we'll continue with exercise 5C. I am doing few more questions for your reference. Now this is question number 13th. It's again a proving question and we have to use formulae over here and we'll learn the techniques how to use it. Now in the question it is given that question is 13th. What is given? Sine square beta is equals to sine alpha cos alpha. Now just see this question. Sine square beta is equals to sine alpha cos alpha. Now we have to show that cos 2 beta is equals to 2 cos square pi by 4 plus alpha. Now we'll begin with left hand side. Now what is left hand side? Left hand side is cos 2 beta. Now cos 2 beta could be written as 1 minus 2 sine square beta, and sine square beta is 1 minus 2 sine alpha cos alpha, which is again equal to 1 minus sine 2 alpha. I hope this much is very clear. Now, since the right hand side required for the question is in cos, we will try to convert somehow sine 2 alpha in cos. So, what will we do? We will write 1 plus cos pi by 2 plus 2 alpha, because you have to remember the conversion formula. Cos 90 plus 2 alpha is minus sine 2 alpha. Hence, because in second quadrant cos is negative, hence you are going to get minus sine 2 alpha. Now cos 90 plus 2 alpha I have written. Now this is again equal to, you can write it in terms of pi by 4 by taking cos 2 pi by 4 plus alpha. I can write like this. I hope it is clear. 1 plus cos 2 pi by 4 plus alpha. And 1 plus cos 2 theta is equals to 2 cos square pi by 4 plus alpha, which is your required right hand side. Therefore, left hand side is equals to right hand side. Hence, proved. So, this is how you can prove the question by following double angle formula and half angle conversions step by step. Please go through the question and Try to understand the steps. Any doubt you may ask. Now children, one more thing I want to remind you, since we are following one textbook, we will be doing the questions from this textbook. Now if reference you have to do, you can do on your own, but now don't confuse everyone for asking question here and there. That makes more of confusion in the class. So we'll follow the textbook. I'm trying to do all type of sums. Even then, if you are finding any difficulty, you can discuss them. I will send you the solution. But otherwise, we'll stick to one textbook, that is O.P. Malhotra and Gupta. I have already sent the picture of the cover of the textbook. Please refer to it and accordingly arrange it. Now I am doing one more question for your reference. 17th is already solved in the exercise. In fact, somebody asked me, I had already done it during the interactive session solution, and you may go through that solution. Here they have done it differently, so this solution is also available for you. Now I am doing question number 16. In question number 16, it is given 2 cos theta is equals to x plus 1 by x. You are required to prove that 2 cos 3 theta is equals to x cube plus 1 by x cube. So obviously cube term is occurring, so cubing both the sides. What do we get is, this side it will become 8 cos cube theta, and this side x plus 1 by x whole cube. Now this side you can't do anything, we will keep as it is. This side x cube plus 1 by x cube into 3, x into 1 by x will be simply 1. So okay, I'll show you, otherwise you will have confusion. X plus 1 by x. This goes. Now you can write x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 into, in place of x plus 1 by x, we can write 2 cos theta. So it is x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 6 cos theta. Now transfer this to this side, so it will be 8 cos cube theta minus 6 cos theta is equals to x cube plus 1 by x cube. And this you take common, 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta equals to x cube plus 1 by x cube. And this is simply cos 3 theta, so 2 cos 3 theta equals to x cube plus 1 by x cube, hence proved. This is how you can prove some of the questions without starting left hand side, right hand side. We have taken the identity and started with that, whatever is given, and then we have reached to the solution or conclusion. Now the question also could be done differently also. This is one of the methods, because I wanted to discuss different methods. That is why I am doing this question by this method. I hope the question is very clear to you. Now we have finished most of the types of the question in exercise 5C. You will be trying the remaining question and try to complete the exercise. Now in fact, in exercise last one, 5D, also we will be dealing with these formulae to solve the exercise. So in next class I'll be doing the questions from exercise 5D. Children, please complete the work and do solve the solved examples also along with the exercise. I hope you are doing your work systematically in your maths register as well as trying to complete the project work, because as soon as the school reopens we are going to collect the project and your maths classwork is also to be accounted for your project work. So don't take it for granted that I'll be doing somewhere in future. Not possible. You have to do it regularly along with me and complete the work systematically, neatly in your fair register. I hope I've made it very clear.